Honolulu, Hawaii. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Aviators of Honolulu.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Once again, it's Jeanty. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
On 1st down, it's Jeanty. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Jeanty. And just shutting him off there. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Looking to put a drive together. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They swing this out to Blue. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Drops it to Blue, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Gets this into the hands of Blue. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Aviators respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Mahomes will throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun. Mahomes. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Attack, attack. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Quick throw complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jalen And the Aviators take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it with Blue. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a two-score game as the lead moves to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
121 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mahomes going to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
19, Tiger.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Down the sideline he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Smith.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Aviators 16. Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Hyatt has got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Down the right sideline.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's another Honolulu. First down. First down and goal to go.
Hey, dribble it.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Aviators add 6 to their lead.
They'll look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Third and 9 here.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, Usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places, and the difference is 5 yards or 15, and in this case, that's a big play.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Looking middle, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but he felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
It's caught at the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That's good.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line is out of bounds right at the 1. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Hey, 43, 40.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Aviators will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
The offense will line up for a...
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Raiders 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working.
A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Aviators come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Raiders 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The drive will begin with a run by Genty.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They're going to look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From just shy of midfield, here's second and a yard.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Room here to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. A great effort there. 85 yards.
And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Raider first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
Right back to Genty on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Gino now to throw.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Aviators 54.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Aviators are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here we go. 390%.
They'll go again with Genty.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing now is Gino.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And good sideline-to-sideline tackling there as they're going to get him down a couple yards short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go, hey.
They'll go. Here's Genty.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Yellow. 15, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Hey, yellow, hey, go going, go going, go going. Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And Mahomes will do it himself. Completed to Hyatt.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
15.
Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice. Obviously, your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.